Hi everyone, this is July garden tour in this new garden. I took many videos yesterday and it was a better day than today, but I've deleted them all by mistake, as it happens. Well, I'll quickly run you through the garden today, 1st of August, but we'll just count as a July garden tour. Where I'm sitting now is the wraparound flower beds around the greenhouse, which is one of my favourite spots. Again, just to say that this garden started in January. It was just a grass patch with nothing, just the sheds over there, and it was just sad looking. And my kitchen over there, my kitchen window, what I was looking at, it was just not pleasant. So this started in January. My husband gave me the greenhouse as a Christmas present, and between January and February this was put up, and everything, just all the structure and everything started after that. All I can say for July is we had really unforgiving weather here in Scotland, and the rain was just on every second day, I'd say. Strong wind, and it was actually quite cold. But despite this, in July everything just exploded in shapes, colours, fruit, and just stunning, absolutely stunning, beautiful. I'll quickly run you after this intro. And I think I did myself this year. I couldn't do any better, considering that there was nothing here for me to work with. So now is the challenge to replace some crops with new ones for the autumn and over winter, and also to look and see what I can change for next year. Some crops I really didn't enjoy eating or growing because of the climates, or whatever, slugs, and see what I can improve. And I want to grow more unusual crops for this climate, that just general more unusual, and just take on the challenge, because I really push myself more and more every year. We'll see, touch wood, not always good, but yeah, really delighted. I'll get the camera now and quickly run you over. So this is the existing raised beds just at the back of the house, which hosted many salads, and primarily garlic, as you can tell, and salads. There's some salad leftovers here, romaine salads. And it's been planted at the front with cornflowers and nasturtiums. So this is going to be cleared for the autumn, where I can plant more salads and some more winter onions and some garlic. Okay, and coming up to the greenhouse, and this is a old car tire container which I used to plant. That it was hosting many tulips and daffodils, and then the alliums, and these are the runner beans. They're quite late, as you can tell, but look at the bees. They can't get enough of these alliums. Look. Even for the sake of them and not having anything else happening, it was all worth it. Look. And this is the wraparound beds, which I constructed after the greenhouse was constructed, put up, and it's beautiful. It's just exploded with all sorts of annual and perennials. some calentulas, cornflowers. You can see pretty much repeat of all the planting scheme. Favorite grass, quaking grass or Brisa maxima. Rudbeckia Sahara, beautiful color, just one of my top ever flowers, beautiful, just starting now. Dahlias, you can tell they're quite late. Oregano, ready to be picked for drying for herbal teas. And look over here, well hidden, this is Russian sage, Perovskaya. It's been planted this spring as a tiny seedling, and it's going to give us flowers. Exciting. Amy Majors. These are the red sunflowers starting. Beautiful. Look at this, salmon rose, paper daisy or straw flower. Look at the color. Beautiful. Calentulas. Look at these beauties. Cornflowers. Some fiber optic grass. Uchikuri, the uchikikuri. They're not very happy. They're quite small, as I said. It was quite cold in July in Scotland, but this is thriving. This is the rosemary plant. Some more sunflowers. These are dwarf ones, sunspot, and they're gorgeous. Dahlias, I'm looking forward for them, and more sunflower. This is our potting bench, made out of old cottage door, as you can tell. We positioned it on these metal IKEA desk legs, and it's looking stunning. And it's hosting all the roses because I don't know where to put them yet. Don't have spot for them. But look at this beauty, this top of my roses so far. Rosa Eptite, the scent is just absolutely magnificent, and look at the dark red blue colors. These 3 raised beds were constructed by myself just after February, and they're proving a great success. Look at the little bees again. I've interplanted them with many flowers which are starting to bloom. Calentulas, you can tell there's onions and garlic over there, which are gonna be put soon. This was marvel, so we're still picking the leaves, but it needs to come off. It needs to come out, making space for new crops for the winter. Some snaps, dill seed collection, and some brassicas over there, soon to be coming out as well. These potatoes here, mid-season, in felt bags. I don't know if you can see. They've been absolutely performing brilliantly. The first one I knew I had to chop down because of blight, and I still had a crop. Hope for these to survive better. And look at this pumpkin plant. Look how far it stretches. I don't know if I'm gonna get any pumpkins. Look. But the plant is stretching itself out. It's been planted over there in half of the compost heap, which there were grass clippings underneath, and I just topped it with compost, and they seem to love it. This is the second bed. Again, brassicas. This Romanesco. It's not gonna get bigger. Just needs to be cut. Carrots over there. Cutting celery, brassicas, red cabbage. I'm really looking forward, but it's been it's been infested by slugs, and I saw a white butterfly over there, so hopefully it will form something. And this one, this was a globe artichoke seedling planted here in the beginning of the spring, and now I'm looking forward for next year for some fruit. Okay, more salad. This beauty here is called charmette, and it's ready to be chopped down because everything is ready. And look at this, if I can open it quickly. Look. Fantastic. Marketing celery, which I'm gonna freeze for soups in the winter. And over here I've planted just a little bit of leeks, because we're no great eaters, but I really want to try and grow it because I wasn't very successful. And some more marvel salad over there. Look at this wild carrots. As I said, I've interplanted many flowers just as decorative effect. Look at this beauty. I think it's called violet or purple kisses or something like this. Wild carrot, beautiful, stunning. And look at this Dutch mammoth dill. This is just staying for the decorative purpose only. My courgettes have been extremely unsuccessful this year. This is the only plant that's left, and it's Romanesco courgette. The beautiful fruit, thin and crunchy, beautiful, stunning color. I've got this male flower, and I can see it's pushing to give me something. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but yeah. And the runner beans, which are not doing great at all. It's just been too windy and too wet for them. But it's something to look at. I'm quite happy. And this now, because of the winds, look at this. This is tangling down, and it's interlocking with another seedling that needs to be fixed. I need to untangle them, run it up, and kind of tightly tie over here loosely, so they can start growing up. And yeah, there are some flowers, and even if I get some green beans for freezing, I'll be happy, although this was all planted for dry beans, because I love dry beans too. The shed has been painted as well. The bird feeders over there, the feet and everything, they're so greedy, all the birds. So this is a beautiful spot here. And there's bikes hosting this basket with some grass and calendula. Hopefully they'll be flowering soon. A couple of more containers here. And this sunflower is called Sunbelievable, from Thompson and Morgan, and I've planted it really late, as you can tell, and already flowered, gave me 2 flowers, but it's constantly producing one after another, so I'm looking forward for new ones coming more and more until the frost comes. At least that's how they advertise. This my 2 container hosted most of the Syrinta major, and it was the most stunning display all summer. Now it's time for these peacock orchids, or these type of gladioli. They're tiny, they're beautiful, so I can only see foliage just now. I don't see any coming up to flower, but still time, so we'll see. And this is my daughter's studio as well, and we use as just hide away for the rain when we do Scottish style barbecues. Here's the greenhouse, and just across of it I left some tomatoes, virtually just to fend for themselves. Covered a little bit with this protective cover. I don't close that ever. I just left them to see how they're gonna perform in this climate, and they're not doing really well, but they're not dying out also, and I can see some are doing better than others. These are trying really hard to ripen, so it's not all lost, thankfully. It's my bug hotel, waiting on some bees to emerge. And this is the greenhouse. As I said to you, I'm constantly fighting some sort of disease, constantly. And the greenhouse has been so wet. And I'm spraying, as you can tell, look at these white spots. I'm spraying solution, milk with water, basically 40-60%, because I didn't want to spray them with anything else, and I just gave it a go. If it's gonna work, it's gonna work. If not, too bad. But there are peppers, there are plenty of peppers. There's chilies at the back. I don't know if you can see. There's sweet peppers, Hungarian hot wax, cayenne pepper here. And this is a sweet tomatoes, San Marzano. This is ready to soon be picked for homemade tomato sauce, for soups and pastas and all that. Big tomatoes, heirloom, and this is ready to be collected, picked. Quite a few I need to pick, and again you can see the milk spots. I've been trying to spray them to fight the fungal infection. And look at these babies. These are the ones that outperform everything and everybody. Look how tiny this plant is, and look how many fruits and how well it's doing. Look, I mean, this is just a tiny plant, and look what's producing. I just can't believe it. Beautiful. Some sweet potato vines and a baby cucumber, which is trying really hard. The courgettes and the cucumbers were nothing for this year. So that'll be my aim next year. But yeah, some good looking peppers and not very good looking plants altogether. They're struggling. They are really struggling. That was my July garden tour. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it, because this YouTube channel obviously is quite new. Please subscribe if you want to see my videos again, and thank you very much for stopping by.